Welcome back, guys, to Fire Emblem Three Houses, where last episode we defeated Hubert and sent him packing from Aryan Road as we reclaim the fortress before moving on to our chapter-capping battle, heading to aid Claude as Derdriu comes under assault from the Empire. With Dimitri's uncle leading the enemy forces, we've defeated him as a question not answered starts to reveal more of the past.
He's dead. There goes our chance to gain more information. And again, even if we had managed to capture him alive, judging by the way he was acting.
We can think about that later. For now, let's rejoice in our victory. They're basically one sentence every time.
Teach is absolutely right. We should take this rare opportunity to let off some tension.
It's been a long time, Claude. I'm glad to see that you're safe.
Same. I haven't seen you since the nightmare that was Gronder. She really did come to help us. You must be a bunch of soft-hearted suckers, huh?
If you really felt that way, you would not have set up a defensive battle in the hopes that we would come. It worked out only because we made it in time. Were you really so confident that we would answer the call?
Of course. I knew you wouldn't hesitate to put yourself second and come running to our aid.
How insightful. You know him well. I didn't know they were that good buddies.
You and I are cut from different cloth. I wouldn't make a move unless I could gain something from it. You've always been just the opposite. And of course, I've always been fond of taking dangerous risks. After all, I sent that express messenger before you had even recaptured the kingdom capital. If all went to plan, I knew you'd recapture it soon, and then respond to our request for aid. It was riskier than usual, I'll give you that, but it was the only card I had to play, so I took the gamble.
You crossed too many dangerous bridges for my liking.
I know. But that ends today.
What do you mean?
Here, take this. Use it however you see fit.
The legendary bow Failnaught. Isn't this the hero's relic of House Regan? Hold, Claude. This must be one of your jokes. You cannot truly intend to part with this.
It's not a joke. As of today, the Leicester Alliance is no more.
Just what are you planning, Claude?
If you're going to lead Fódlan, then the Alliance lords will follow you. Back in the day, the Alliance split off from the kingdom. I'm just putting us back together again. Oh, and I've already gained the support of the other lords at the Roundtable Conference, so you can stop looking at me like I'm crazy. All that's left for me is to officially step down as the leader of the Alliance.
Will you join our army, though?
Hold your horses there, Teach. I'm leaving Fódlan. There are things I have to do, dreams I need to see to fruition. That's why I became the Alliance leader to begin with, actually. But it left me no time for what I was really after. You'd better not take on too many responsibilities yourselves, or else you'll end up in the same boat. And remember, both the living and the dead cling to us without any regard for our own lives. It's up to us to break free of that weight and follow the path that we believe in.
Claude.
Oops, I almost forgot the most important thing. If you're looking for Rhea, apparently she's being held captive in the Imperial capital. It doesn't sound like they intend to kill her, but there's no telling what they're planning.
You have my gratitude, Claude.
Gratitude? Thanks, but no thanks. As far as I'm concerned, we're even now. I don't know how many years will pass until then, but let's promise to meet again. And when we do, don't be too hard on me, your kingliness.
So we received the bow Failnaught, though I don't know who can use it, because again, Cress versus not Cress, and a certain someone who is our usual bowman not having one. But then the other one does, so that makes Bernadetta way more cool. Crestbearer can use a fallen star. To the convoy. We're fine with normal weapons, aren't we? We've got so many fancy weapons in the back. We just don't care.
Well, Dimitri, are you finally going to tell us the damn truth?
What are you talking about?
Didn't Lord Arundel say something about you and Edelgard being family?
To claim that the king and the emperor are related. Could it be?
Ah, I suppose I never told you, though I do recall mentioning it briefly to the professor. Lord Arundel spoke the truth. My stepmother was Edelgard's birth mother. Political turmoil drove my stepmother out of the Empire. Father fell in love with her at first sight, and they married. I lost my birth mother before I was old enough to remember her. My stepmother filled that role for me, but she lost her life in Dusker 9 years ago, along with Father.
Hang on. I didn't even know she was your stepmother. Did my father know about this?
Yes, all those who were close to my father knew, including Rodrigue. But to speak openly about it would have caused a scandal. And so she was our secret. No one in the general public knew about her. Naturally, the fact that Edelgard and I are step-siblings was kept a secret as well.
I'm finally beginning to understand what you went through 5 years ago. I mean, Edelgard is the only family you have left, isn't she? To find out someone so precious to you is actually your most hated enemy. How heartbreaking.
But wait! You two were born and raised in 2 different territories, right? So you probably never met until you were both at the academy. I mean, don't get me wrong. I think the idea of fighting family is just about the worst thing ever. But hopefully the fact that she's a stepsister who you never really knew helps with the pain? I don't know. It was just a thought.
I am afraid that's not the case. Though it was only for a short time, Edelgard once called Ferdiad home. It was a long time ago, but she was a cherished friend of mine.
Wait! I remember now! She was that girl, wasn't she? The one you gave a dagger to. So, your little girlfriend was Edelgard.
Sylvain, if you have any more foolish things to say, please hold them for later.
I do have a few more in my sleeve, but they can wait. Go on, Your Highness. This is important for us to hear.
She may be a hated enemy now, but the Emperor is your old friend and your stepsister. Can you bring yourself to kill her?
I will kill her, if I must. But if there is any chance that the world she seeks to create could be a just one, then I would love to see a future in which I may reach out my hand for her and have her reach back. That said, I have no intention of letting my personal feelings cloud my judgment. Too much is at stake.
Your Highness, I think you should meet with the Emperor and at least try to talk to her. If there's any hope of ending this war without more bloodshed, we have to try. Besides, killing your own family, I'm sorry, but it's not right.
I think so too. And you are right that we should at least try.
I see. So my uncle's defeat is beyond doubt?
Yes, Your Majesty. I have confirmed it via countless channels. I advise that we accept this as a drop of joy amid a pool of sorrow.
Pretty words, but I'm afraid we can't rest until the joy outweighs the sorrow. And for that to happen, it now seems we must confront them all at once. Dimitri, who took back Ferdiad, Claude, who managed to protect the Alliance, and that professor, who is successfully mobilizing the Knights of Seiros.
What will you do, Your Majesty?
Pull back our forces. In the west to Orion Road. In the east to...
Fort Mercius, I presume. There is no better place for such a confrontation, after all.
Indeed. And dispatch the Death Knight to guard it. He can buy us some time. In the meantime, I will...
Forgive me, but I must speak bluntly. I do not agree with what you intend to do. Though slight, there is a chance that once done, it cannot be undone.
Even I cannot always choose the direction my path leads me. There is no other way. And so, I must walk on.
Okay. They have plans. But now we basically have 2 nations against them. They are outnumbered. They are the ones fighting a defensive battle. Purely. Finally we go off. To war!
Part 2. Azure Moon. Blue Sea Moon. The Impregnable Fortress. When Claude steps down as its leader, the Leicester Alliance disbands, and its lords swear fealty to the Holy Kingdom of Fargus. The chaos in the kingdom begins to dissipate as the people unite under Dimitri's rule. Riding this momentum, the Kingdom Army prepares to march south for a decisive battle against Imperial forces.
Well, I'm sure I can pregnable it. We'll just have our snipers fire from long range. Our bow knights just outside the walls, just killing everyone. I'm sure that's how it works, right? We just send Derdriu through the center. The battering ram man. That's who he is. It's birthday! It's Casper's birthday! Oh, we got no paralogs, but again, another 3 teaching days. Casper, it's very dark in here. I took you to my room. I don't know why. Have some lavender tea. Chamomile? No, that's the Cortania. I don't know. Have some ginger, yeah.
Hey, Professor. Got something interesting to share?
Here's some tea.
Oh yeah. I can tell this is a good one. Come on, hand it over.
He likes it.
Thanks.
He's a slurper. I failed to slurp. Right, what does he like? Working together, school uniforms, food in the dining hall? Well, he doesn't like school uniforms. I guess he likes working together. Whoa, we can do that?
Yeah.
I'm counting you the ideal professor of the opera. I'm counting on you, Casper. He gets it. He knows I'm counting on him.
Huh?
Close calls, plans for the future.
I get it now.
Perfection!
I really love fighting alongside you. I can always count on your commands to get us through.
Appreciate? Commend? I don't know. Disagree. I'll laugh.
Yeah.
Ha ha ha! I'm really good, aren't I? Time to observe him. Man, look at this flawless, blemishless face.
I grew a lot, haven't I? I'm pretty sure I'm taller than you now.
I'm not sure about that. That's your nickname in the future, you know.
Delicious.
He loves ginger tea.
What's going on? You're staring at me like I did something wrong. I swear I'm innocent.
Okay then. Let's end our tea time and move
Thanks
on
for
with
this,
the month.
Professor. Don't you want to get some exercise, though? Come on, let's go train.
He's an eager beaver, isn't he? Shall increase by 1 for both of us. And so, the month doesn't begin yet?
We will finally have our decisive battle with the Empire this month.
The Eastern Lords are in the process of consolidating all of the troops within the entire kingdom. In addition, ever since Aryan Road's liberation, the Western Lords have been declaring their fealty, one after another.
Affairs within the kingdom have calmed down considerably, and we even managed to win over the Alliance.
Although it was a rough go at first, I'm starting to feel like we could actually win this.
That's true. Thinking back on it now, we've really come a long way.
We even have a lead as to where Rhea is located. It is as we predicted all along. If we are to rescue Rhea, then we must defeat the Emperor.
If we're going to march from the monastery to Inbar, then we'll have to cross the Great Bridge of Myrddin again, right?
Yes, I believe so. As we have gained the Alliance's support, we should not have any trouble this time. After the bridge, we can cross Gronder Field and head south. And then we'll take Mercius, the so-called impregnable fortress that towers on the other side.
An impregnable fortress? It has no doors.
Fort Mercius, I know of it. They say it rivals even Aryan Road.
Count Burgleys, the Empire's Minister of Military Affairs, once had troops stationed there. But according to our spies, a large-scale military force has entered the stronghold. Perhaps they are gathering soldiers from various regions to compensate for their losses.
Should we try to avoid it? I mean, that would make sense. Just like, I don't know, I'd be like crap mode thing. I'd like get near it and like dig a massive like trench and then fill it with like flammables and just smoke them out or something, or I'd do something that would undermine the foundations, just not even fight it. It's just like there's loads of people stuck in there. Just leave them stuck in there. Somehow ruin or abandon them. I don't know.
If we try to avoid it, those troops will follow us and attack from the rear. It is best for us to handle the situation head-on. Once we take Fort Mercius, Enbar will be within reach. This is the Empire's last chance to stop us from arriving at our goal.
In other words, if we take this fort, then our blades will be at the Emperor's throat in no time.
If this is the last fort between us and them, then the Emperor will likely do everything she can to strengthen its defenses.
I just received a report on that very subject. The one commanding the troops stationed at Fort Mercius is someone we have crossed blades with many times. It is the Death Knight who awaits us there.
Oh, so that's who we'll be battling. Emil.
Well, fighting between family and all. Is there any way to make it so the Death Knight does not die? Somewhat doubtful. So we begin our month. We are going to, of course, teach. I don't know if I'm actually going to take on a battle in the end, to be honest. We might go for this. We might go through this month. There's a Master Seal as a tournament reward. Marketplace-wise, I should be fine. I don't have to buy anything anymore. So let's begin our exploration, mainly dealing with the talking by look at things. A sweet apple blend. Shall I go to the competition first of all?
Let's see.
Let's see.
We took quite the detour. It was time-consuming, but finally, we got the information we needed. We crush the Empire, we get Lady Rhea back. 2 birds, 1 stone. First, we take Fort Mercius. I'll put my heart in it. I'll crack him like a rusty helmet.
Crack him. You could do that. It's fine.
We defeated Lord Arundel. The Emperor must have been surprised. If we can keep up that fervor, perhaps we'll capture Fort Mercius and move on to the Imperial capital. We must not be overconfident, though.
We're gonna win!
You're optimistic. Humans and beasts are ultimately the same. When they're cornered, they lash out however they can. They fight for their lives. Who knows how the Emperor will lash out? We have to be careful.
We won't give him time to lash out. It's all good. I was just wondering if we actually had any more supports hit this time. We actually have the Do and Flame, weirdly. Not Flame... ZF, sadly. Right, so, again, Ultimate Sword Tournament is today. Felix is our guy, most likely, considering. He's got more HP, etc. But we could send Dimitri, who is quite fast too. I guess it's dodge against brute strength. Do you think Dimitri can win it? I mean, he does have a lot more defense. He does have 32 speed. It's 5 defense. 4 speed difference. It wouldn't surprise me if he could do it. Let's send Dimitri. Well, that'll hurt Felix. Right, so no one's doubling here. Ooh. I could end up bad off because I could just end up getting doubled by everyone, but equally I'm dodging, so that's good.
I swear it wasn't in vain.
If I start getting doubled, that's when things could be, yeah. Ooh, all of a sudden regrets. I'm gonna get hacked out of it now. Oh, that's good. Equally, I am blocking like quite a bit of damage per attack. Anyway. If they double, I'm blocking, what is it, 5 extra
battle.
damage? That's actually 10 I'm losing. I think he can just keep walking through these guys a little bit here. I guess I should probably restore, though, because I've got another one. This is semis. Oh, Falcon Knight. Hit chance on the Falco is pretty good, though.
Hate me if you must.
Didn't have the speed for me. Immortal Savant. It's a very interesting design you've got going. Oh, what? I double. I double.
Hate me if you must.
I double. Dimitri is the ultimate swordsman. Well, job done there. Got ourselves a seal, even though I don't necessarily need one. I hate these people. Alright, let's begin exploring the monastery yet again. Petra, first of all, by the look of it.
I have excitement in my heart for secret tactics. I enjoy attacks that are surprising. I thought we could be using attacks like that at this fortress. But I am hearing a different thing. A brute force attack with all of our power, yes? Attacks that are surprising are also safer. Attacking from the front is dangerous. But I will give you all of my fighting spirit, Professor.
Don't worry, I'll strategize it, it'll be fine. You know, it's not exactly failed us to either send in Derdriu or Sylvain, has it, first?
My family made it through the conflict unscathed. Thank the goddess. It seems that Derdriu was the only place to really get caught up in the fighting. Did Claude intend to spare the Alliance territories from harm? If so, he's a truly admirable leader. Speaking of Claude, I wonder where he is.
He's off to explore. He's gone. Who knows where? Find out on the Golden Deal. It's basically that, isn't it?
I love a good fortress. The perfect place to hide. This one's impregnable too, isn't it? Perfect! As soon as we take it, I'll set up a special spot for Bernie.
Okay, yeah, there we go. I was really hoping I'd get a conversation option to say exactly this. If we could take it, it's not impregnable.
I guess you have a point. What would you call it then? A little pregnable?
It's a little pregnable.
Oh, Professor! Good timing. You have to talk some sense into my father. Recently, he's been doing nothing but work himself to the bone. Even when he's taking breaks from training and errands, he's apparently listening to reports, day in and day out. He's getting on in years, you know? I just want him to take care of himself.
To be honest, he is like the main advisor for Dimitri, so if Dimitri's worked to the bone, your dad is going to be. It's just kind of what happens in that position.
We're finally going to attack the Empire? I'm actually getting a little nervous. Please defeat the Emperor and save Lady Rhea. I'll be waiting here with all of the necessary preparations for a huge celebration.
You can procure the booze?
Have you considered attacking an impregnable fortress head-on is rather impressive, or suicidal. Depends on the day, really. You know Fort Mercius's nickname, I assume? The stubborn old general? It may be stubborn, but its age means it's gotta be hiding a few weak spots. Makes sense to aim for those areas.
Brilliant tactical decision. We're going to send Derdriu to run through a wall. Dogi style. He's built for it now. Right, we got some more Noah fruit there. Zanada fruit, cabbage, chickpeas. All the goodies that you could ever want, I'm sure. Let's go with North Fódlan seeds, I guess. Actually, no, we probably should check if there's another supply run quest.
Professor!
First, there's a thing over here, right? Lots of fish out there. It's a multi-fish day. It's like pinball. Moldy ball.
Is it true Lady Rhea was taken to the Empire? Why'd they take Lady Rhea? Professor,
They didn't take her to kill her, did they?
No, they probably haven't killed it yet.
Yeah, good point. If they did, we'd have heard about it by now. You gotta help her, Professor. I'm begging ya.
I wonder if I'd feel it like a ripple in the force or something. Right, we do have a supply run again. There's another Noah fruit. I'm glad we have one of them. A Binion herring as well. I think we're good for that then. Right, I should probably turn that in first again. Make that sure that's out of the way so I can make whatever I want to make. He really likes Noah fruits.
So...
I'm praying for you. The Alliance is no more? I don't know. We haven't obviously fully disbanded it yet, because that'd be a bit weird. We need to keep remaining with its structures so we can use it as well.
Even in the kingdom, only a few people knew about His Highness and Edelgard's relationship. Me? I always knew those two to be like brother and sister. To think that we would come to see this world, where they are at war with one another. I live it, and can still barely imagine such a truth. I have a request.
Right. We have the stuff.
Thank you very much.
So another 300 now. Don't really care too much about the cash money after all. After all, you could just run the rare beast battle and you'll be instantly like rolling in it again.
So, we're finally invading Empire territory, huh? There's not much we can do right now, except pray for deliverance. I truly believe that we have it in us to succeed.
Up to the third floor then. See who's over here this time. It's last time it's Dorothea again. Stuff here quite often, to be honest.
The Leicester Alliance is no more. 300 years of history. Gone and done. They write operas about events like this, you know? I'm sure they'll have a talented and beautiful songstress playing you. And with Dimitri at your side, well, they'll probably contrive some kind of romance to keep things interesting.
Who's to say the romance isn't real? Someone needs to look after that poor boy for all his life. Keep him on the straight and narrow. Oh wait, that's to do, isn't it?
Fort Mercius is a keep that was constructed to defend the imperial capital, Enbar. We cannot enter the capital without first capturing that fort. But once we have it, the city should be almost entirely at our mercy. Now that we know Rhea is there, we must move with the utmost urgency.
We're going that way, it's fine.
The Death Knight. I shudder to think of him. Professor, you remember my connection to him, do you not?
Oh yeah, he knocked you out. Tried to take your blood.
I am still working through the trauma from back then. All these years later. If we meet him, I swear I will have my revenge.
I was like, what? What connection? You haven't been stabbed through the back, or whatever it was, by him? Oh yeah, that happened, yeah.
Each step closer to Enbar, I'm reminded of another part of my past. Riches and poverty, glory and failure. That city has it all. And if I'm honest, sometimes I miss it. That's how the past works, though, isn't it? It's always a different story than what you really lived.
Well, let's move on to the library. Just think, we got literally no supports that we can generate anymore, really. Properly, anyway.
Fort Mercius is the Empire's single most fortified military installation. Utterly impregnable, they say. I wonder, do you happen to know the nickname given to Fort Mercius?
It's the old general.
Indeed, a very good answer. But of course, you'd know that. Seems Fódlans give everyone and everything a nickname. Why, you were called the Ashen Demon. Myself, I have been called the Father of Crestology, which is a nickname as well as a title, I suppose.
Wait, when did I get given these nicknames? Why am I demon? Literally the opposite of what I am, I think, maybe. Ashen, I guess, because my hair color changing, but still, what?
Really?
Ashen Demon. Can I get a redo, please? Says Casper, smaller than the goddess.
Claude has stepped down from leadership, and Leicester is now a vassal state of Fargus. The lords of the Western Kingdom are beginning to declare fealty to us in greater numbers also. The Empire is our only remaining enemy.
Well, that sounds to me like we're getting very close to the end.
Professor, from this point onward, we're in all-out war with the Empire. Are you prepared, Professor?
What if I said no? I am.
I'm glad to hear it. That means we can approach the coming battles with peace of mind. First, we capture Fort Mercius. The fighting will undoubtedly be brutal, but we must prevail. As far as this army and I are concerned, you're our last ray of hope. We are relying on you.
I'm just going to say most of you students are more powerful than me.
It appears that Claude has dissolved the Alliance. He's thrown away the pride of all the Leicester lords who have walked the path of independence from Fargus for generations. I said from the start that he was not suitable to lead. Well, times have changed, haven't they? I suppose we can trust the kingdom now.
That worked. Relationship up. Not that I was asking for that, but still. That one in the cathedral. Why am I warping there then? I wanted to be the leader. He's got a note. Lauren's writing again. I have concerns about allowing a young woman still on the cusp of adulthood to spend time alone with members of the opposite sex. What are your thoughts? She'll fall to Satan! You should trust her even if you're worried. She'll resent you if you interfere too much, yes. You should trust her even if you're worried. Really? I know I've got to play to the audience, but come on, Satef. Blimmin' hell. He's a Burke.
Need something?
Alright, we're at 500 renown. We need 2,500 to get an experience up. So, I don't see myself getting that. Satef has no chill.
Perhaps something about Lord Arundel rubbed me the wrong way. There was something off about him. Not that I've ever heard anything good about him. Have you ever heard of the Harim family? Correct. Their lands are due south of the Ordelia territory. Since Edelgard's rule, Lord Arundel had been governing the territory. It seems like his reign was particularly cruel. The people there suffered greatly under him. He seemed to be a good and just person at one point. It simply doesn't make sense.
I actually thought that was a trick question. Because of course we're talking about someone from the Empire. So of course the answer is the Empire. But I was going, oh god, is this a trick question? You just trying to divert me to another family somewhere else?
Now that the Alliance has been dissolved, what will become of the nobility?
Oh, well, are you worried?
No, my adoptive father knows how to get by. I'm sure he'll do well for himself in the kingdom. All of Fódlan is going to change. I suppose I'll have to change with it.
Sorry, when you're having a conversation with someone and someone starts doing that, I'm like, what, is there a cannibal coming in? Is there someone catapult? Are we trying to test the stuff we use on this impregnable fortress, like fiery trebuchet balls? Like, what's up there? What are you looking at? Should I be ducking?
Hey, you.
Like, help me out here if there's something dangerous incoming.
Death Knight. Going to fight the Death Knight.
Wow, you seem concerned. Well, of course she is.
To be perfectly honest, I am.
We know her link to the Death Knight.
No.
No, we do know her link to the Death Knight, NPC, who's a bit catty. Okay.
Doesn't matter how sturdy the keep. If the commander defending it is incompetent, it can fall as easy as anything. That's what they say, at least. I wonder if that applies to Fort Mercius. All I know is, if I was the Emperor, I'd never in a million years assign an incompetent commander to a fort as important as that one.
So I was too busy looking at your weirdly yellow-tipped helm. Next to Mr. Flathelm. You make quite a pair.
The Archbishop has been taken to the Empire, just as we thought. But why hasn't Edelgard killed her yet? If she intended to use her as a hostage, she'd have publicly announced that she was unharmed. We don't know what the Emperor's intentions are. All we can do is fight on and pray the Archbishop is okay.
Well then, let's move onwards. More people to speak with, so I think I'll take the middle now and loop round to our finding people thing.
I've come here after getting chased out of the Empire. There's no place for our kind there anymore. But there are still many inside Empire territory who haven't abandoned their faith in the Church of Seiros. I pray that one day we'll get the chance to rebuild the church within the Empire.
Well, I guess at least you know, like, this church's religion is actually real.
Okay.
Considering I'm the living incarnation of the god in
So
some sense.
Lady Rhea was in the Empire all this time. Wish I'd known that 5 years ago, but there's nothing we can do about it now. What we can do, though, is topple the Empire. Will you seize victory with us, Professor? For the sake of the late Captain.
Well, no. What if I said again? What if I said no now? Like, nah. Can't be bothered. I'm switching sides.
Professor.
Right, Annette has a steel gauntlets plus here from Traveler Ayu with some stars. Illup has some wood steel, which is good to be fair. She'll steer on Razor San and on Keen as a Master Seal. Let's go search for them so I can get myself some pond snails again. Thank you, Razor San. Thank you, Ayu. Right, 2 down. Three down. What? Oh no, can I get them all before a minute?
Professor?
Yeah! 21 seconds, a new record! Oh, I got no fruit. I get no fruit this time, yeah. New record. Is that the speedrun record now? Should I post that to YouTube and say world record stuff? Because that's how you get hits and views, right? By lying.
Just as we suspected, Lady Rhea was taken to the Imperial capital. We must get to the capital as quickly as possible. So many people are worried sick about her. I do wonder when Claude managed to learn Lady Rhea's whereabouts. He's pretty shrewd. I can't help but admire him.
And he's off. He could be really useful with us. Just imagine if he actually joined as a unit. That'd be cool.
I wonder where Claude will go. From the sound of it, he's leaving Fódlan altogether. He was strangely gallant about the whole thing. Even left his relic behind. Elusive and mysterious to the end, isn't he?
Do you know one thing I actually thought was going to happen, a mechanic that was early in the game, but hasn't obviously happened? I thought I was going to be able to put crests on people. I know it's weird to bring that up now, because it just doesn't seem to be happening. But if I go up to the 2nd floor, weirdly enough, I thought this was what this was. The thing in Hanuman's room? I know it's an analyzer of crests, but I thought we were actually going to, as the goddess who seems to have delivered these crests upon the human being, be able to actually, like, give some crests or move some crests around and all that. I actually thought that was going to happen in the game. But it did not. Because if I could give people crests, like, that would solve, like, any weapon issues. I really thought that was going to happen. Oh, that was just something that was going to be. Right, we'll cultivate some more CDs. Caledonian soil. We're not using any Pegasus poo this time.
Okay.
Right, so we've talked to most of the monastery at this point. Annette's standing there like that looks so weird. So I really thought we were actually going to be able to do that, and that was going to be one of the mechanics, so we can, like, customize people in different ways.
Fort Mercius is next, huh? Ah, the memories. It's a huge stronghold in my father's domain. The town's completely surrounded by high walls. I used to run around there when I was a kid. Way back when a fortress was just a playground for me. Yeah, those were the days.
He loves to run around and... That guy standing behind me with the hello there. Run around impregnable fortresses. Having good times. I mean, as a secret base for kids, pretty cool. It's impregnable. It's inedible, that's the one. Doesn't seem to be many greenies here. Oh, there's another one. Albinian Musa, 5-star. I'll take that.
Definitely. I traveled to Kingdom territory because I was nearby. I did some good business. Apparently, supplies are needed to reconstruct the Kingdom capital and the surrounding towns. I wonder where I should go next.
Thank you, PJ, for the constant influence. Someone shows up in chat and you sub them instantly. It's crazy. Everyone's so calm, are they, Hilda?
The Alliance dissolved so suddenly. Now there's widespread pandemonium. The lords are warring, mass confusion among the citizens. Or, that's what I expected to happen. None of that seems to be taking place. They had a roundtable meeting and talked it out. Everyone's dealing very calmly with the situation. I guess if Dimitri turns out to be a crazed despot, then there really will be chaos. But he's not gonna go crazy again. He's okay now, right?
Right? Crazed despot. It's too, you know, this couldn't even be anywhere. It's definitely a fantasy world because they actually got round a table, talked about it, and came to like an intelligent decision. It's just too weird. It's just too fantasy world for me.
With the Empire destroyed, the borders within Fódlan will likely become a thing of the past. With that, the rules of trade will change. Personally, I'm excited to see what these changes will bring.
The Alliance has really been disbanded? I never thought such a thing could happen. As long as it doesn't negatively impact our lives, I don't care much whether we're the Kingdom or the Alliance.
I don't know. Dimitri will never be crazy again. Don't you know the rule? You can't be crazy twice. If you come back, you're now immune. 100% stat resistance.
Have you heard of the Crescent Moon War? That's when the Alliance won their independence from the Kingdom. Some 300 years ago, the ruling Duke of Leicester died without an heir. And the lords with blood ties to House Blaiddyd took that chance to propose ruling the Leicester territory as a republic. The head of House Regan led the Leicester lords and fought fiercely with Farkas. They won independence from the Kingdom. And now, here we are.
So being crazy is like having chickenpox. I guess it is.
Weren't the Kingdom and Alliance once part of the same country? If you think about it that way, it makes sense for them to unite. I suppose the Kingdom was once part of the Empire as well. Even if Fódlan came together, I wouldn't be surprised if it fell apart again.
Raphael, you're not eating. Eat, train, sleep. Repeat.
Wake up, eat, train, eat, sleep. We gotta prepare for the assault, but that hasn't changed my routine.
It's only 3 meals a day. He's not overeating. Well, you're doing plenty.
All that training and eating I do is for the sake of Fódlan. Gotta stay strong and fed to keep it safe.
Indeed. Well, it's fine. You're a big tough man. I believe in you. Who's cooking this time? Actually, Gilbert's maxed out now, isn't he? Oh yeah, there's no point in doing anyone. Benny! Come do some fishing for me. It's a good time. Give my extra defense to Tatty's pike. I'm running out of pikes. What the hell? I'm down to 7.
Sounds fun! Let me show you my cooking talent. A little more secret spice, and... Hey! No peeking!
The secret spice was flakes, using a grinder for my elbow. Mmm, tasty. Tastes delicious. Can't eat my food without my elbow.
I was thinking.
Flakes. Mmm. Yum.
True. The Death Knight is guarding Fort Mercius.
The same one who was linked to Monica and to Flane's abduction 5 years ago.
Anyway, he's one of the monsters responsible for Captain Gerald's death. We have to defeat him.
But he's also Mercy's brother. Can't we do something about that?
You know, Professor, laying siege to a keep is like asking a girl out on a date. First, you get past her defenses, then you make your move.
It's not the best analogy. I mean, consent in the first part. And when you're sieging a castle, I don't think the castle is consenting, so not the best analogy, no.
Trust me, I know what I'm talking about. I'm a seasoned veteran at this kind of thing. Girls, I mean. I've never actually, you know, captured any keeps. Anyway, I figure you go after the main gate. You take that out, and I'm sure we can win. Of course, you're making the tactical calls. I'm happier to follow than to lead.
Smashing. Right. Hello, gatekeeper.
Greetings, Professor. Nothing to report.
Is it true that we'll be assaulting Fort Mercius next? That doesn't sound like the brightest idea. I've heard that it's built to withstand an attack from even the largest of armies. And not to tell you how to do your job, but don't do it. I'm not ready to say my final goodbyes to everyone.
Well, don't worry, we'll still hang around for a bit, as we have now completed the talkie around the Monastery. Not really much else for me to do, I don't think, at this point. I can look to see if there's anything to forge up at this point. My iron sword's still got tons of charges. All good. All good, I guess. I mean, you could go with the... You could do the Brave Axe and make that more powerful. The hit gain is pretty good. Oh, God.
Is this it? There you go.
For you to do. For you. Should I bother with the hammer upgrading that, or should I do like the other thing? No, smithing stones.
There you go.
Alright, Tadu's got ridiculously upgraded weapons because no favoritism was used today. 0 favoritism. That's only smithing stones as well.
Is this it? There you go.
I mean, I bought tons and I've got enough money to buy more. Just feels like the thing I should do. Looks all good. You got a woe down now. Crusher as well. Really want to upgrade that.
Is this it? There you go.
Bet you can have a more powerful killing blow. Killing blow? Killing bow?
Come back
Whatever.
anytime.
Killer bow. Words! They escape of me.
Hello!
Anyone said anything good? Because I don't really need to buy any stuff anymore.
Tell
I mean,
your
we've got
friends.
support, so gifts are now completely useless.
Come back soon.
Everything's pretty useless. And I could buy more fishing supplies. Everything's useless
Come
now.
again.
There's
Hello there.
literally nothing for me to do anymore.
This one, yes? I think this one, yes?
I'm at
I think this one,
31k cash.
I thank you.
30k and 50.
Return soon, please.
I mean, I'm pretty well decked out, etc. Oh, that's a good fort. That battalion that I got not too long ago. The ones that were left in my hands. How good is it? The Gloucester Knights. Wasn't those? There we go. It's a different Gloucestershire thing, wasn't it? Heaven prayers to blessing, onslaught, fusillade, obligate hunters have the poison tactic. Dusker heavy soldier with a line of lances. Avoidance down on that. I mean, got loads of cool stuff. Leicester Mercs have Blaze. Do I want that instead then, maybe? Oh, I guess I can have it now because I don't have to deal with flying stuff anymore. That's a 4. Mag attack going down ain't bad. His hit crit goes up. It's pretty good. Flash fire arrows. Whew. Even more hit rating if you wanted it. And you got the Goneril Valkyries too. Lots of stuff on the B side of things now, isn't there? But I would lose stats in various things. But I think personally that improving crit one, that would work quite well on me at this point. Now I've got 2 big AoE attacks. Now that's good for me. Gotta take a Pegasus Co. I mean, if you've already got Assembly and this is up to a B, then obviously the stats are probably going to end up better in the end, you think. Ah, new stuff to assign. Only D's left there.
What do you require?
Do you ever have anything better to sell at this point? C for the Wyvern Co. Some A's that we still can't really get yet. Right, I think it's time for us to move on. A little battalion change, but Derdriu has a support with Flame.
Chop the vegetables into bite-sized pieces. After that, skim the top layer off the pan. Be mindful of the heat.
Certainly, Chef Derdriu.
There is no need to call me that. Are you displeased?
No, not in the slightest. I just got momentarily sleepy. It happens to me from time to time. Let me see. First, chop the vegetables. Coming right up, Chef. Derdriu?
Good.
I am so bored. Day in and day out, it is nothing but dicing vegetables and waiting for water to boil. I want to feel like I am actually cooking. It is not as though I do not know the basics. He could at least let me hold the spatula sometime.
Next, we peel the vegetables.
Chef Derdriu, I was hoping to speak with you regarding something that has been on my mind.
Speak?
Surely you have noticed my skill while wielding pans and knives. Therefore, I think it is time you taught me how to cook. Beyond all this water boiling and vegetable chopping business.
Impossible.
But why?
All must be done in the proper sequence. And the first step here, whether you like it or not, is to learn to use the tools perfectly.
Come now! You have seen how I use a ladle. You know I'm good for it. He has left me no option but to take matters into my own hands. Stubborn you may be, Chef Derdriu, but I will show you the true meaning of delicious.
Okay, that was an interesting little side support there. So before we actually move on, of course, not just that support, but we have to feed up our crew. Our students need food before the teaching for the month. So let's get through our teaching phase next.
Oh my.
Oh my, yes indeed. Oh my. Today's special, Felix and Sylvain are beautifully happy together. They like it, so they'll take it.
That looks epic.
Yeah, you just get it, Professor. It's my favorite. So I'll do the voice acting now. Terribly so. Yeah, you just get it, Professor.
Sitting around a nice meal and eating with friends is the best.
I know you're excited, but you'll choke on your food if you don't take time to chew.
Them and their own unique dialogue. Loving each other. Loving you. Alright, what can I cook next? Or what should I cook next is more to the point. It's amazing these simple fish dishes don't have a lot of people that will actually get the pleasure out of them. So I need something that Petra and Ingrid will like. There we go. I'm running out of tomatoes. Super spicy dango.
I appreciate any good meal, but nothing beats enjoying my favorite food.
I would be liking that greatly.
I bet you would. Shall we try to force another support along a little bit here? If you know who I mean. Depending on not if they like it or not. But we need to find Flane and Setef, basically. We need to find a food that Flane and Setef like together. Setef, why are you so fussy? Says the fussy man. Fish sandwiches! They like fish sandwiches.
Ah, meals always taste better.
Do you not enjoy eating when it's just the two of us?
We'll just make Setef unhappy as their bond gets stronger. Not strong enough though. Right, so now we're at 4 points left. It is time to boost my spell power. Where are my spell teachers? Where is Mercy? Where's everyone? Annette's down here. Annette, you've got a migraine. I can see it, but I need you to teach me some more.
Oh, Reese, even when he's...
Right, looks like I might be able to hit an A. Give me an A. The A will soon be mine. Where's Mercy? Oh shit, where's Mercy? Oh yeah, she was up top, wasn't she? Who's in the gap? I need to find the spellcasters. I can use Hanuman. Hanuman.
I have a thought.
Hi there.
Come on.
Death Knight.
A in spells. Help me get this A in spells. Oh, the great. I got the great. You're holy. I need Pew Pewy. Guess Lascivious to the left, right?
Really?
She really? The door won't open. How dare there be loading screens in real life? Now, we gotta get through this month.
Perhaps something about...
Not perhaps, definitely. Reason is now an A. We learned the magic Ragnarok.
This experience is critical.
Many fire spells. Right, good job. We can learn all the spells slowly. So we've got an A in spells, an A in swords.
All of
This is the thing, I could become a mortal savant. But it's like, I lose a lot of stat boosts. Right then. Let's instruct. Alright, so we got Flane, etc. doing stuff in the sky. In the sky. Where are we training people up at now again? I mean, it's all just authority. Well, authority and faith for you. Wow. Will you get anything past your physic? That'd be pretty good.
I thought...
You got the perfect.
Alright.
Times 2.
I thought that...
I thought I was taking a test. I'm sure you did think that one time. It's just authority for everyone. Alright, B plus for Ingrid.
How bad?
Alright, so hold down 8. Spam it. Random gains that she got then. Petra, authority.
You're...
Except you can hold down A to multiple teach, sure. But you can't do the praise thing. You actually have to let your finger off that to do that too. I mean, I guess we'll do your faith and see if you get anything, but it doesn't seem like you actually have any more spells. I could do your authority to get to a B. We don't get much points anyway. Seeming it's a downtrend for you. How have you not maxed out your sword? You're still one away. Can't believe that. As to Dedu's authority.
Bye.
I mean, I think no one questions Dedu's authority, right? No one would question that. Not many perfects this way, is there? Maybe I should just train you to an S, actually. Let's change my goal for an E and see if there is something to get an S. Because, back to a reason authority over there. She's halfway through A+. If we're going to find something, it's going to be with her.
I'd like to confirm something with you.
Satef. Fishing is what truly calms me, but it is time consuming. What do you think should I do when I visit to the pond? When a visit to the pond is too inconvenient? Paint a picture of someone fishing, write a story about fishing, carve the likeness of a fisherman out of wood.
I'm not sure I comprehend.
Damn, I was playing for your audience behind you. Oh, look, you see Gilbert. He was just like, yeah, carve it out of wood. Focus on sword and forage skills to excel as a lord. Focus on lance and riding skills to excel as a cavalry class. I mean, you're fine with what you've got. I don't know why. Yeah. You just need authority. Your other stats are pretty damn good. Alright, let's see how Satef and Flane have got on again today. From the first line, we'll know if they got a perfect, considering they've got unique dialogue.
I am with you this time, brother?
No need to worry, Flame. Simply leave it all to me.
Why is it actually showing this again?
Must you always take away all the fun from me?
This was less than ideal. Still, nothing to blame but my own inadequacy.
That is because you attempted to do everything yourself. Next time, allow me to help.
But it actually skipped it quite a bit after the first time of doing that. Right, Dimitri's a B+ in swords. I think we're going to have too many people level up, though. Bernadette got a C in authority. I'm just going to leave Casper going, see if he can get an S in both things. A B+ in flying for Sadef. Flame got an A+ in faith. Blumenau.
That worked out well.
So Browse level 4 is learned for Dimitri.
I think I got it.
Italian Rat for Bernadetta.
Well worth the effort.
Faith level 5 for Flame.
I suppose it's working.
Boganon for Manuela. Not too much to be learned. So this is the Teachy Learning Month. Let's go through it. St. Kathleen Day is today. Who will be at the hymn thing today? Who will go? Random 2 people.
Singing's okay, but I should really have a cute dance to go along with it.
I'll keep my voice down. Don't want people thinking I'm vying for attention. But how loud is too loud?
I don't know. I'll take the small bit of faith experience that gave me, though. It's Flame's birthday!